He is known for his work on psychological development in children and creating cultural historical activity theory. He is recognized for his belief that human mental abilities are shaped by language and tools in the social environment. He introduced the concept of the zone of proximal development. His name is Lev Vygotsky. Lev Semyonovich Vygotsky, a brilliant Soviet psychologist, was a visionary thinker who revolutionized our understanding of human development. His groundbreaking ideas continue to shape the fields of psychology and education to this day. Vygotsky firmly believed that the human mind is not predetermined by biology, but rather, it is shaped by our interactions with others and the tools of our culture. He emphasized the profound impact of language and cultural tools in constructing our mental and cognitive abilities. As he explored the intricacies of human development, Vygotsky recognized the importance of mediation. He saw mediation as the pathway to psychological growth, enabling individuals to utilize cultural tools and internalize them into their own thinking processes. One of Vygotsky's most influential concepts is the zone of proximal development, ZPD. This concept highlights the gap between a child's current level of development and their potential to achieve higher levels with the guidance and support of more knowledgeable individuals. Vygotsky understood that children thrive when provided with tools and assistance from those who possess greater knowledge and expertise. This collaborative learning approach empowers children to reach their full potential. In his exploration of child development, Vygotsky recognized the significance of play. He saw play as a vital component of a child's growth, providing them with the perfect sandbox to experiment and practice mediation. Through play, children engage in imaginative and creative activities that facilitate their cognitive and social development. Lev Vygotsky's contributions to psychology and education have left an indelible mark on our understanding of human development. His emphasis on the social origins of the mind, the importance of mediation, and the significance of play continue to shape our educational practices, fostering a holistic and collaborative approach to learning. Lev Vygotsky, a renowned psychologist and philosopher, was born into a non-religious middle-class family in the town of Orsha, Belarus. Growing up in the city of Gomel, he developed a strong interest in the humanities and social sciences, particularly in the topics of Jewish history, tradition, culture, and identity. Initially, Vygotsky's parents encouraged him to pursue a medical degree, but he soon realized his true passion lay in the field of law and the arts. In 1924, he attended the Second All-Russian Psychoneurological Congress in Petrograd, where he met Alexander Luria. With Luria's help, Vygotsky secured a research fellowship at the Psychological Institute in Moscow. It was during this time that he began his exploration of the processes of learning and the role of language in learning. By 1925, Vygotsky had completed his dissertation on the psychology of art and a book titled Pedagogical Psychology. Despite facing health challenges due to tuberculosis, he continued his work and was awarded a scholarly degree in absentia. Vygotsky's dissertation and subsequent theoretical and methodological work addressed the crisis in psychology and emphasized the need for a general psychology that could unite different strands of psychological science. From 1926 to 1930, Vygotsky focused on a research program investigating the development of higher psychological functions. He assembled a team of collaborators, including Alexander Luria and Boris Varshava, to explore culturally governed lower psychological functions such as voluntary attention, memory, and decision-making. Vygotsky's philosophy and research had significant implications for understanding human development and learning. His emphasis on the role of language, culture, and social interaction in shaping cognitive processes and acquiring knowledge has had a profound impact on educational practices. Vygotsky's ideas continue to guide educators in creating environments that support collaboration, scaffolding, and the development of higher-order thinking skills. Vygotsky's legacy lives on as his insights into the interconnectedness between individual development and social context remain relevant in our daily lives. His work reminds us of the importance of recognizing the influence of culture and social interaction in shaping our understanding of the world and in fostering our intellectual growth. Lev Vygotsky's journey in the field of psychology and education was marked by significant milestones and accomplishments. In 1922, he established a psychological laboratory in Gomel Pedagogical College, where he conducted groundbreaking research. It was during this time that he laid the foundation for his future work. In January of 1924, Vygotsky attended the II Psychoneurological Congress in Petrograd, where he met Alexander Luria, a fellow psychologist with whom he would collaborate closely. This meeting marked a turning point in Vygotsky's career as he moved from Gomel to Moscow, enrolled in graduate school, and took a position at the State Institute of Experimental Psychology. Vygotsky's dedication to the education of physically and intellectually disabled children became evident in July of 1924 when he began working as the head of the subdepartment of the education of these children. He played a crucial role in shifting the focus of Soviet defectology towards social education, which was officially announced during the II Congress of Social and Legal Protection of Minors in Moscow in November of 1924. Despite facing personal challenges, such as his battle with tuberculosis, Vygotsky continued to make significant contributions to the field. In 1926, his first book, Pedagogical Psychology, was published, solidifying his reputation as a leading figure in the field. He also wrote notes and essays on the historical meaning of the psychological crisis, which would be published years later. Vygotsky's work gained further recognition with the publication of his second book, Pedology of School Age, in 1928. This book, along with a series of articles, established the instrumental psychology approach, which emphasized the use of tools and cultural artifacts in cognitive development. His innovative ideas attracted attention both in Russian and English language journals. In the world of psychology, Lev Vygotsky was a name that remained relatively unknown until the late 1980s. However, his ideas and contributions have since gained recognition and popularity, particularly his concept of the zone of proximal development. But Vygotsky's interests and research spanned a wide range of fields, from the psychology of art to the development of higher mental functions. One of Vygotsky's most significant contributions was his theory on the development of higher psychological functions. He believed that these functions emerge through interpersonal connections and actions within a socio-cultural environment. He also recognized the importance of play in the psychological development of young children, viewing it as an integral part of their emotional, volitional, and cognitive growth. Throughout his career, Vygotsky's philosophical framework evolved, incorporating elements from thinkers like Spinoza. He became increasingly interested in the role of human emotion in higher psychological functions and development. His work shed new light on the relationship between language and thought development, challenging the conventional understanding of inner speech as proposed by Jean Piaget. While Vygotsky never had the opportunity to meet Piaget, he had read some of his works and initially agreed with some of his perspectives on learning. However, over time, Vygotsky developed a different theoretical position, particularly regarding inner speech. He argued that egocentric speech evolves into inner speech, which he referred to as thoughts. Piaget, who only discovered Vygotsky's work after his death, openly praised him for his insights into the social origins of children's thoughts, reasoning, and moral judgments. Today, Vygotsky's ideas continue to be influential in educational psychology in practice, with his concept of the zone of proximal development being widely applied. His research and theories remind us of the importance of sociocultural influences on cognitive development and highlight the role of play and emotional growth in shaping individuals. Vygotsky's work serves as a reminder that our understanding of human development is complex and multifaceted, requiring a holistic approach that considers both individual and societal factors.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.